The fact that you got into this mess because someone tweeted and asked you, why don't you have this energy when it comes to defending black women in the WNBA? And your response led to you making an anti-black comment about a Stan page that had Megan Thee Stallion's picture in it. The fact that you had that joke already ready in the chamber tells us everything we need to know about you. And it's time for folks like you to go quickly. Let's talk about it.
Y'all already know what time it is. I got the black V-neck
on. What's going on, you all? Shannon Sharpe, I've been telling y'all, the raccoon in the pink suit, I cannot deal. I am like not a fan. And honestly, Shannon Sharpe, you owe everything to black folks, to be honest. Like the reason why you're popping right now with this social media bid is because of blackness. It is because of black folks defending you from that mess that you were dealing with on ESPN with that white co-host or anchor or whatever. Like you owe everything to black folks. Like the whole thing, everything around is blackness. Everything that you have built on social media is because of black people. White folks ain't fooling with you like that until black folks gave you a stamp of approval. And the fact that you give us slaps in the face constantly, like you're constantly on the wrong side. You know what? For black male celebrities, I'm glad black women are eating y'all up each and every week. I'm glad black women are eating y'all up each and every week and reminding y'all that y'all would be nothing without us. Like, I love it. Like, from Jamie Foxx, no shade, like, to Michael B. Jordan, to it, like, all y'all benefit from blackness and black women and all the other stuff, but we never see y'all actually stand up and stick up for black folks unless it's something that is beneficial for y'all. Like, it's clear that Shannon Sharpe does not like black women. It's like we're not even a bull crap around with it. The fact that he said that the tweet was still up, he didn't really care, like, oh, y'all a bunch of haters. And I get it for celebrities to feel like everybody's against you, but how is everybody against you? And you orchestrated a whole Instagram live pretending you was eating Michelle box and then got a whole endorsement deal with some like Scooby-Doo pills or whatever. Like, girl, like, y'all are a mess. Like, you are a raccoon in a pink suit out here tap dancing for white folks. The fact that you was about to bust a blood vessel defending Caitlin Clark. Like, girl, you was about to twist like that man on Fairly Godparents. Like, Fairy Godparents! Anytime somebody says something about Caitlin Clark, you start twisting in knots. And we don't see that energy when it comes to talking about black women in the WNBA. That's what this tweet originated from. So to bring folks up to speed, because, you know, I know everybody's not on Twitter. Shannon Sharpe was doing an interview and he was defending Caitlin Clark. A white woman like Caitlin Clark does not need no black man defending them. You don't have enough, like, capital or any type of what's name to defend it. Like, this is what she gonna be good. She gonna be Gucci. You know who needs your support and defends black women. And that's where this tweet originated from. So somebody tweeted Shannon Sharpe, Terrence tweeted Shannon Sharpe and said, my issue is Shannon Sharpe never speaks on the disrespect the rest of the women of the W experience. Always defending Caitlin. The WNBA disrespect didn't start with Caitlin. They've been disrespected for years. Caitlin's buzz made that hate way worse, and people who tried to have the other women's back got called haters by people like Shannon Sharpe, and who wanted us to be thankful for rating boosts. Like you, Stephen A. Smith, that's who he was talking about. Like, y'all have been breaking blood vessels defending Caitlin Clark. So Shannon Sharpe responded and said, that's your issue, not mine. I have no issue with anything I've said in regards to WNBA and its players past or present. And some Twitter account named Ungodly Tweets with Megan Thee Stallion in the profile picture said, oh, I'm sure you don't. That's all they said. Shannon Sharpe's response was this, illiterate as hell. Why are you on my page? Don't you have another horse to rob of his hair? Stop trying to my vibe. Like, girl, horsehair. Like, we know what that means. Like the jokes about black women stealing hair from horses and stuff because they don't like to wear their own hair or whatever, their hair too nappy and all the other stuff. Like, anti-black rhetoric. That's what it is. Like, that's what it is. It's late. It's disgusting. And the fact that he had one like this in the chamber ready tells me everything I need to know about him. Like the tweet's still up there. Shannon Sharpe hasn't deleted it. Like, you could have just ignored this tweet. You could have ignored this tweet and you could have paid it dust like the other tweets that we see all the time. Like that people say to you. You ignore all of those. The person who tweeted this was not wrong. Like, hey, because you and Stephen A. Smith, y'all don't have that same energy when it comes to talking about like the treatment of black women. And you know what? That's why y'all are chosen to even speak on ESPN and everything else, because y'all can't come on there talking about black folks and stuff like that. Like y'all can't get up there and say all these things. And y'all are out here being trophy raccoons. And the fact that you haven't taken any time to like understand and see where people are coming from with this, like you are twisting yourself in knots to defend Caitlin Clark when she has a whole group of folks who are defending her. First of all, she's a white woman. Like y'all out here coddling Caitlin Clark when black women are out here like in the NBA are dealing with the most vitriol of hate. Like it's so bad that the WNBA has had to form a team to figure out what's going on. Like it has gotten worse for black. It was already that. We see the jokes time and time again. And what's messed up about this is black men are out here laughing at Shannon Sharpe making these type of comments. Y'all are the weakest links. Y'all are the weakest links. Like black men out here laughing at jokes like this. Like all of y'all are terrible people, to be honest. Like y'all are all terrible people. And Shannon Sharpe, I'm trying to understand and what world would a black man make a comment, especially a dark-skinned black man like Shannon Sharpe, feel the need to make a comment like this? Like, girl, what's going on, girl? If anti-blackness is jumping out, girl, it's definitely gonna come back and smack you right in your face too. Like, girl, like, hello? Like, Shannon Sharpe, you sat up here and you said all this stuff, and there's not been any type of response to, you know what, hey, y'all, that wasn't cool, because you know you don't have to. There's no repercussions behind saying stuff like that about black women. There's nothing like that. So, yes, you're going to see black folks come out in droves and get on your butt because nobody else is going to defend them. You're not going to see no call for you to be suspended like it would be if you had disrespected Caitlin Clark. If anything else, like the fact that folks have been trying to get that other girl suspended for Caitlin Clark's alleged injury or whatever, like the fact that folks have been pissed off about that, like nobody is coming to defense of black folks like that, let alone black women. And we have a black man who is sitting up here benefiting from the culture. And in a moment where black folks is calling him in and saying, hey, like, you don't be talking about like the, you know, what's going on. You could have ignored it. You ignore everything else. And then you respond with this. The original conversation was in you defending a white woman. And you end the comment and the conversation with an anti-black comment about black women and their hair. A full circle moment that speaks to your truth and your character. I don't know if folks are paying attention. Like, the fact that he said this, again, we were talking about this going back. The original conversation was because of him defending Caitlin Clark, a white woman. He then responded with an anti-black comment about black women and their hair. And you expect us to believe that you don't? Like, you could have just said what you said, hey, like, I defend both, and gave us some peon answer or whatever, but you were irritated about it. Like, and I've noticed when it comes to coons like Shannon Sharpe and other ones I have encountered, like, when they are pushed to, like, speak on stuff like this, it just comes out. Like, what else y'all want from me? I don't owe y'all nothing. I promise you I've seen it. Like, I don't have to do any of this stuff, but the fact that you spend so much energy defending like whiteness like this, that's where it comes from. Had the same conversation with another person who was very anti-black. Some of y'all, one of y'all biggest faves, like, had a whole conversation when it came to them defending Taylor Swift. But when it comes to like defending black folks or anything, they don't do the same thing. It does not happen the same way because the coonship is fully activated. And honestly, y'all turning it on. Matter of fact, y'all are updating the coon chip. Y'all are fully updating the coon chip. Like y'all are doing backup storage on the coon chip. Y'all want to make sure it is in place. Y'all are going to get that check before anything else, because y'all get paid to be full-fledged raccoons in pink suits. Y'all get on these platforms and they know y'all do. They know what y'all gonna say. They know what y'all not gonna say. They specifically pick y'all, which is why honestly I have questions for a lot of black celebrities and stuff who be in positions like Shannon Sharpe. Like, what white person did you make feel comfortable where they picked you? What white person that you made feel, how many white people that you made feel comfortable in certain conversations where they was like, you know what, let's get him? How many white folks that y'all make comfortable where they say, you know what, I like this coon? Like, that's the question I be having. Like, I like this because y'all be in these specific situations, and then when y'all deal with like racism or anything, like, y'all want to come to us and y'all want us to defend y'all, and then you got folks calling you in and saying, hey, like, you need to be talking about this. Like, what's going on, brother? And you could have responded to him. You are you 50 what something years old. You could have said, hey, brother, like, I'm doing what I can. You could have the fact that you did not. Like, you supposed to be smooth, drinking cognac and all this other stuff and chill. You supposed to have that vibe. Well, you know what? I'm listening to you. I'm out here for y'all. Let me see what I can do to do better. Like, that was supposed to be the response. You start tweeting like an 18-year-old on MySpace. Like, you start tweeting like an 18-year-old. You not unc. You are niece, nephew, period. And you are being put in your place right now. We don't care how many white billionaires or how many celebrities you cool with, girl. Like, child, please. Like, please spare me with this. With you and these other men that's got Daft Kings and all this you gambling stuff all on y'all YouTube channel and sponsoring all y'all stuff, and y'all putting black folks further in debt. Y'all whole platform is built on black suffering, period. So yes, we expect you to defend and talk about it. You out here got all these black men watching you, and then you got this big D in the middle of it. Oh, we got sponsored by this. The whole concept of this sponsorship that y'all been dealing with is putting black folks further into debt. Like, y'all are making money off predatory behavior on black folks, and I cannot wait till we talk about it. So yes, if you gonna be out here doing this and putting sponsorships in front of us and all the other stuff to put black folks in a worse situation than they already are, we at least expect you to be able to talk about some stuff. You are out here pillaging all this mess on your YouTube channel and all the stuff that black folks don't need. Yes, you can at least say, hey, girl, you know what? Let me throw y'all a bone. Let me talk about it. But you don't care about anybody but yourself. And white women's or white twinks. I don't really care. Girl, there ain't enough Michelles in the world to wash off the anti-blackness off of your black lips. There is not enough. When they tried to find Michelle and said it was this thick black woman, I said, ain't no way. Unc would know what to do with that. Unc would know he need a petite white thing. Period. They ain't gonna be no thick black. That was a baddie. That was a black baddie. Unc would know what to do with a baddie like that. A grown black woman. Y'all wouldn't know what to do with a black grown woman with some demure nails. Y'all wouldn't know. For somebody like Shannon's age, you won't see it. You won't see Shannon Sharpe talking to no 50-something-year-old black woman who has her own. You won't see it. They will put y'all in y'all place. They will put y'all in y'all place. I've seen the child, they even put me in my place. Period. So I know they'll do y'all like that. So yes, like Shannon Sharpe, you do need to speak more about black women in the NBA, the WNBA, and their experiences and stuff, and the fact that you are getting pissed off because folks are asking you to do that when you could have responded and said, hey, I have talked about this. I can talk about it a little bit more. But the fact that you were not ready to say that means you were already pissed that you have to talk about it anyway. And that says everything about you. That's all I got. Tell me what y'all think. Girl, I am done with Shannon Sharpe. I don't want to see him or them fat eyebrows no more on my Twitter, like YouTube, and I'm blacking all of it. If I see him in that ugly background, I promise you, I probably would choke. That's all I got. Thank you and good night. And them knock ass knees.
You're gonna look a mess with those black gums and all.
That's low.
And them knock ass knees. Thank you and good night.